Every day I read the news, there's always one thing that jumps out at me, no matter what the story, and that is the matter of race, the colour of one's skin, where one comes from, and who they are. And when you look at politics, it's weaponised. You know, you can't do that because you're racist, you can't do that because you're Islam or whatever you happen to be. And it really is quite a minefield and can make this country feel most of the time very toxic. And if you look over to the left side of politics, they always seem to jump on the bandwagon of the next best thing which they think will make them feel good and dignify their existence. Yada, yada, yada. It really is quite pathetic. You know, in the race to try and protect other races from harm, discrimination and everything else, you inadvertently yourself end up becoming racist to the very people that were in this country in the first place. I mean, take myself for example. I'm a average, well, I suppose I'm approaching middle age. I'm nearly 50, white, working class, well, probably male, you know. And am I being vilified because of that within my own country that I live in? It really is quite disturbing. The family that I come from, I was always taught that everybody on this earth is a human being at the end of the day. We all come from different cultures, we all come from different breeding, different beliefs, but at the end of the day we're all human. You know, I will walk past a person of colour in the street and I will say good morning. I will even, you know, they're just another person to me. But there are an awful lot of people within this country that think very differently, and that thought is weaponised. What doesn't help is when you get people and organisations really using this situation to ram it down people's throats. I mean, take this newspaper article, for example. Whites banned from going to see this play for 2 nights. It's a play about race identity and other bits and pieces in 21st century America. And you can see it's Kit Harington involved in it. Well, aren't you being racist towards whites? Aren't you discriminating? Apparently they don't want us there for 2 nights to avoid the white glare. Isn't that wonderful? So, you know, we're being discriminated against in favour of somebody else. Why can't we all just get on? Well, they call this woke. They call this various other things. And there's a very firm saying, if you go woke, you go broke. And what's happened, I read reports this morning that one of those 2 nights has had to be pulled because they can't get the bums on seats, as they say in the trade. And apparently it's over £100 a ticket. So people are going to think to themselves, well, with this virtual signalling bollocks, do we really want to pay just over £100? I don't think so. So what happens, of course, it gets cancelled. 1 night out of the 2, that is. Will the other one do that as well? We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, if you try and play with identity politics, try and push people aside and try and enforce your views and things on others, eventually it's going to come bite you in the arse, don't you think? Let me know what you think of all this in the comments. I've also included a video of Paz49's in the description where he goes over this as well. Another point of view, go and check it out. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the like button. I look forward to talking to you again soon.